What is up, good people? Jungling here. Hope you're doing well. Great day for XRP. The crypto market looking strong, and understand this. Where we are in this market cycle, it is literally only up. Now, you will have drawdowns, 30% pullbacks. These are just opportunity. Crypto bull runs are long. They are exhausting. And this time around ain't going to be no different. It might be longer than anything we have seen before. We are just getting going. We got some cool stories to go over. Big features coming to the XRP Ledger. This network is far different than anything we've seen in the past. Far more capable. We got some really exciting updates coming. We're going to go over Gary Gensler on his way out, but is Jay Clayton on his way back in? What's going on with that guy? We got a lot of cool stuff to go over. But before we get into it, let's look at prices here. XRP sitting at 80 cents, a little over, up 46% on the 7-day. And we haven't even passed Dogecoin. We haven't even started stretching our legs yet. This is just the very early stages. That coin is going to erupt. And at some point in time, you're going to see Ethereum take off like a rocket ship. And that's going to tell you it's go time. It is time to get back to making money, having fun. We are knocking on that door. It's going to happen any moment. Look at Cardano right there. It's up 39%. We're at 58 cents. Come on, people. This bull run hasn't even started, but it's going to. Now, let's look at this post from Vet. This is really cool. These are the updates coming to the XRP Ledger. Again, far more capable than anything we've seen in the past. The first one on the list, multi-purpose tokens. This is a new standard for RWAs. Very exciting. You could use this in governance. You could use this across multiple different applications with multiple utility use cases. Multi-purpose tokens are really exciting. And we're going to see those added to the ledger here shortly. Now, to me, the number one most important is AMM clawbacks. Look, we got to get that RLUSD, the number one stablecoin on the XRP ledger. We got to be able to use it in AMM pools if we're going to build up trading and on-chain liquidity. And that's an important update. They got to get it done, and we're getting close. That's going to be a game changer for everything Ripple's doing from an institutional standpoint to things we want to do as regular retail users. That is so important. I can't stress enough. Credentials is really interesting. Like when you look at like what BlackRock's doing on Ethereum, they can't just let anyone use their tokenized treasury system. Like they got to do your KYC, your AMLs. They got to know who you are, where your funds are coming from. And so with credentials, you could allow some people access to your system and, block other people out that haven't gone through that aren't enrolled, that aren't approved. You can't just have it free and open for those types of use cases. That's important. It's going to open up a ton of use cases, especially for your institutions that want to, offer these types of services. And what they're doing with tokenized treasuries are massive, and we know those are coming to the XRP Ledger as well. That's an important step there. We have to have credentials. And lastly, NFT token mint offer, which combines minting and offer creation of NFTs in one singular step. So it really streamlines things. This is big. This is a much more usable ledger, and I think it's very important. Now, we see this here. SEC Chair Gary Gensler suggests his departure from the agency may be imminent in remarks today. And what they're really honing in on, when you read through his speech, it sounded like a goodbye. That's just what it sounded like. And he had the part in there. It's been a great honor to serve. So this doesn't sound like someone that plans to be around. And, we saw something very similar with Jay Clayton when his party lost. He stepped down sometime in December. It doesn't mean Gary has to do the same. If he really wants to be a jerk, I guess he could stick around and create a battle. But, he's going to be off to something else. It's only a matter of time. And the day he resigns officially is going to be a joyous day, not just for cryptocurrencies, but just for the world. For the side of good versus evil, when this guy's gone, it's going to be a better place. This is exciting. These are the types of products I want to see. I think investors are going to love this. Bitwise files a list a 10 crypto index fund. So you have a lot of investors. They're not going to want to dig through each individual coin. And to be honest, something like this is great because we really don't know how the future unfolds. And so with a product like this, you can capture a big part of the crypto market with one investment. We see Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, XRP, Cardano, Avalanche, Bitcoin Cash. I wish that wasn't in there, but it is. Chainlink, Polkadot, Uniswap. So you buy this one ETF, you get exposure to all of that. A lot of big investors, as they go beyond Bitcoin, as they go beyond Ethereum, this is how they're going to want to invest. And this is going to pull a lot of money into these altcoins. Yes, every time you buy this ETF, you're only getting 1.6% of your money going into XRP, but the type of money these individuals invest in aggregate, that's going to be a lot. And this is going to be a popular product, and we're going to see more like this. And so I think this is really the future. We're going to see a ton of products like this, and it's going to bring a lot of money to a lot of these ancillary altcoins that have yet to see that institutional interest, but it's coming, and this is what they're going to be looking for. We see Brad Garlinghouse. Isn't this great? Look at this shirt he's wearing, letting you know how he feels about the SEC. Absolutely fantastic here. I thought this was a great point brought up by Jason Brett. He says, you know what, a strategic Bitcoin reserve, while important and interesting, it should not be a priority. And I agree. We need clear rules of the road for developers and users. That should be, policy number one, because we want to incentivize people to build, to use this technology. It's what's going to fuel the economy. And he brings up the priority should be protecting the developers and users of Samurai Wallet, to protect the right to mine, hold, use, and privately store Bitcoin. Now, this user's focused just on Bitcoin, but all of those issues outside of mining are applicable to all cryptocurrencies, right? It would go your right to stake, of course, with proof of stake coins, your right to have self-custody. They really got to go through this and codify this stuff in law, because regulators are going to go after it. Regulators don't want you self-custodying, being able to have the power to do whatever transactions you feel like, to have some semblance of privacy, but that's what makes crypto so valuable. And without that, there would be no point to have a strategic Bitcoin reserve or any other sort of reserve, because without those things, crypto has no inherent utility or value. We need to preserve that. So I thought that was a great point here. Brad Garlinghouse tomorrow, he's going to be talking about, this is great. He's going to be on Fox Business, 3 p.m. Eastern Time, to discuss how the future of crypto innovation and regulations is already looking up under the Trump administration without Gensler's foot on the market's neck. It really is a hopeful time for cryptocurrencies. I can tell you this, Brad Garlinghouse, he's no huge fan of President Trump, but he knows this is good for this industry. We need a new outlook from the government to allow this industry to blossom, and real companies like Ripple to go out there and service customers. And, it's going to be important to keep those jobs here in the United States, not chasing those companies overseas. And it looks the way things are going. Understand this. Governments will always be tyrannical. It still will be a fight with the crypto industry, but things are looking a lot better. And I think this is really going to fuel a lot of growth as we move into 2025. And lastly, I alluded to this, Jay Clayton, he's not coming back to the SEC. He's going to take a crack at criminal justice. He's going to be the U.S. attorney for the Southern District of New York. They do a lot of big cases. It looks like this guy wants to get into law enforcement. Not my favorite character. He's kind of growing on me a little bit. He has some pro-crypto standpoints, even though, he'll be looking more at criminal justice, things like that. My only worry is if this guy gets an appointment, please don't tell me that please don't make Hinman SEC chair or something crazy like this. Bring back all the cronies, give them even better jobs. I sure hope not. We'll have to see how it plays out. But again, at least this guy's not with the SEC. He'll be the heck away from crypto regulations, and he'll do whatever he does there in the Southern District of New York. It is what it is. Let me know what you think down below. As always, please like, please subscribe. The revolution will be televised right here on Jungle Link.